all beings be happy. May all beings be healthy. May all beings be free from harm. May all beings love life. May all beings awaken. Welcome to another Cuke Audio mini podcast, Brief Memories. I pray that you and yours are safe and comfortable, free from economic hardship, and able to get out and do whatever it is you want within the limitations of the universal precept of do as little harm as possible. So today's brief memory comes from me again, DC. I'm going through my list here. Let me see here. Yeah, this says when Shunryu Suzuki would arrive at Tatsahara, he'd go straight to the Zendo and offer incense. And he'd do that the last thing before he left, too. Once when I drove him in from the city, we walked into the Zendo and up to the altar. I lit a stick of incense and held it vertical before him. He took it and, before he placed it in the bowl of ash, turned to me and said, "Many temples have burned down from one stick of incense." Then he offered it, bowed 3 times to the floor on the bowing mat, and we departed that building that burned down a decade later, though probably not from a single stick of incense. So, yeah, I really remember that. And, later he gave, this was on his mind, later he gave Graham Petchy a scroll that said, I don't remember what it said in Japanese, but the translation is, "Be careful with fire." And that hung on Graham's wall, and I had a picture of it from the wall. And then Graham, as Graham got older, he and his wife downstairs, well, they got divorced, and they were in the same house, but he was upstairs, and he wasn't well, and he wasn't going to come downstairs. So he had people take care of him. So she gave that scroll to the San Francisco Zen Center. And I said, Hideko, and I knew her very well, and she knew what I do. I said, why didn't you at least let me get a good picture of it before you did? That's going to be very hard for me to do that now that Zen Center has it. Not that they're not cooperative, but, it's... so and I got hold of an abbot at Zen Center and who had thanked them for it and publicly, and they put a picture on about it on the Sangha News or something, and said, well, I think you should know that Graham didn't give this. He doesn't know that his wife did this. But I don't think it will matter. So we didn't do anything about it. Anyway, I do have a good picture of it. And I plan to use it and this story here in Tatsahara Stories, the early years with Shunryu Suzuki. I've already written it into something that I have probably already read. I'm not sure. I've read a zillion of those. Been reading almost a year from that. Anyway, so, yeah, it's always important to be careful with fire, especially in these times when the world is burning down. This has been a Cuke Audio mini podcast. I'm DC Poobah of Cuke Audio and Cuke Archives, coming to you from Sleepy Sanur with Doghead Bandita, Feline Cuchita, and dear lovely Katrinka. And we're wishing you and yours and all of us a grand awakening.